Hello. Today's video is all about this little Panasonic Toughbook laptop. Now I've wanted one of these forever, but they're so expensive. I've never wanted to spend the money out and buy one. But as part of a bit of an eBay haul I picked up last week, which cost me a grand total of about £10 plus a bit of petrol, this was the star attraction in 2 boxes of semi-junk. No idea if it worked. There's no real history on it or anything. All it said was it once booted Windows, but there's no hard drive in it now. So let's take a bit of a closer look. So this is the Panasonic Toughbook CF-18. It's the Mark 1 of that range. It's quite a basic spec. It's only a Pentium 900 megahertz. Let's have a look around it. So first thing you notice is it's not very big, but it's rugged. You can literally drive a car over this and it will be fine. It's got a couple of dents in it, but in general it's pretty good condition. It's designed with the military standard 810F or something, which basically means it can withstand vibration, shock. You can drop it. It's moisture resistant. If you look around it, we've got each of the ports. I've got these rubber seals around them. They push in to make the thing waterproof. Now the actual internals of this, there's no fan because it is completely waterproof. The internals of it, you can pour water over it and it will be fine. But these here are actually providing protection to the external ports. We've got power, 2 USBs, modem, RJ11, Ethernet, RJ45. This is quite nice as well. So that's locked. Can't open it. It goes along and down, and you can open it up. 2 PCMCA. I assume they're card bus. Later models actually had a SD card reader there. Again, look at this. Look at that lock. That's not going anywhere. It's got this nice rubber waterproof seal there. So it goes up and along, and that's locked. Along the front we've got power, wireless on off, some notification lights, clasp to open it. I'll come back to this clasp in a minute. Screen brightness, what's that on screen? Keyboard, don't know what that is, maybe lock. These are buttons, buttons and lights. We've got another one of these locks here. This is for battery. It still has the original Panasonic 7.4 volt, 6.6 amp hour battery, and it still works. And this one is tight. This one is the hard drive, and this is cool. So I had no hard drive in it, but luckily it had the case, a little chassis for it. So I've stuck just a 10 gig, nothing special hard drive in it. It's got, you can't quite see it, but the turquoisey colour there. It's got foam all around the edge of it for shock resistance. And I was wondering, what is this? This funny pattern wraps around the drive. I first thought it was some sort of like electromagnetic interference, protection. And I thought, that can't be that. I didn't know what it was. I'll come back to that in a little while. Very interesting. Stick that back in there. Lock that. What's this little headset? That's a little tiny connector there. We have headphone, microphone, and it's got a SIM slot. It's actually got a GPRS modem in this. a couple of blanks. Now you can get Bluetooth and GPS modules, but this one doesn't have those. It does have Wi-Fi. And we have VGA, big rubber key connector, and a serial port. That's the outside. Underneath is, we've got a docking connector there. That is a speaker, Windows 2000 key. You can see by the model number there, CF-18, and the letters after it. It's a, let's say, GPRS, Wi-Fi, Mark 1 with no Bluetooth or GPS. Now, that's not going to accidentally open, because you have to pull that up there, pull these off, and then ta-da, it opens up. It's a very smart machine. Contrasting silver and black. It's got a design for XP, even though it's got a 2000 key on the back. Centrino, little touchpad. This is fully waterproof. You can pour water over this, and this is definitely waterproof here. It's the only bits you have to worry about is making sure these covers were closed. It's quite a small keyboard, very small keys. It's not far from libretto size, but it's not too bad. You get used to it. Standard Windows key layout. It has a bit of a party trick. You might have wondered what this is. It's a touchscreen. You can probably see by the light moving. It's a resistive touchscreen. That's fine. It's got a little mark in the middle. It's a bit of a shame. It actually had a protective cover over this, but this was manky and scratched and everything, so I pulled it off. So related to its party trick of being touchscreen, it has a real tough hinge here. If you can release this and turn it into a very thick, heavy, rugged tablet. Very cool. Well, see, I didn't know if this was working when I got it, and it turns out it worked absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. See, I've put Windows on the hard drive, I've put Windows XP on. It has 256 meg built in, and the maximum upgrade you can do, which I've done, is underneath that speaker on the bottom. There's a little panel, and you can put a 512 meg SODIMM in that. So it takes up 768 meg. Bit of a shame. I'd like to put a bit more RAM in this, because that's a lowly Pentium 900. If I could put a couple of gig RAM in an SSD, this would actually be alright, quite okay to use. But there we go. Touchpad, being this waterproof thing, is a little bit slow, a little bit horrible to use, but the touchscreen works absolutely fine. The Wi-Fi is rubbish. It's an Intel 2100 thing, 802.11b and G. But I can't get to connect to it. It sees a Wi-Fi network, but it can't connect. So I've been just sticking this little tiny USB Wi-Fi adapter in, and it works great. So there we go. It's you look at videos online and people do drive cars over this. I'm not going to do it because it's in, apart from that little scratch on the top, it's in such good condition. I don't want to damage it. And the battery gives me, what does it say, just under 4 hours, and it really does last about 4 hours. So come the apocalypse, and when we are living like Mad Max, at least I'll have a device I can rely on. Easy use in the military. I was reading some stories of how they've been used in deserts, and they've been used, you name it, anywhere, and they really are tough. I thought I'd test some of the extreme capability of this out. Here we are outside, a very cold mid-January morning. The air temperature is about -4, but you can see here that this thermometer's saying it's like -10 actual surface. This has been out all night long, and it's freezing. It's covered in ice. Yeah, look at it. But there you go. Lift it out now. Let's turn it on. Hit the power button. We have a flashing green and orange light. What does that mean? Well, that thing I was talking about earlier, where that funny silver pattern wrapped around the hard drive. So what it's doing right now is it's heating the hard drive up. So this machine is absolutely frozen solid, and you wouldn't want to turn the hard drive on. I guess the lubrication on the bearings might be not want to let the drive spin, or who knows what. So yeah, it's cooking the hard drive. This is the first time I've done this. I've read the instructions, it said this happens. I don't know how long it lasts for. The battery was fully charged last night when I left it out here, about 8 hours ago, 10 hours ago. I can't feel any warmth. The ice underneath this. See the frost on there, but it's not really, you can't see it like melted or anything. It's still flashing. Orange, green, orange, green. Oh, it's not quite so cold in there, look, -5. I meant to say, this screen is daylight readable as well. So you could be in sunshine and you can still read this. I'm not sure how it's going to behave when it's frozen solid. Oh, look, we've got lights. And oh, there you go. Just going to the BIOS. I'm not sure why. But, oh yeah, because it has a temperature thing. Yeah, you can run this. It's got high temperature modes as well, where it doesn't quite charge the battery fully. Look at that, booting XP. Not a bother. I would never do this with, not even a ThinkPad. I wouldn't do it with any other laptop. To be honest, I was a bit apprehensive doing it on this one. As it cost me so little. Okay, there we go, look. We're in Windows. Screen's not the brightest thing in the world, but it's cold. That is so cool. And the touchscreen still works. So what's that, 96%? So I lost 4% heating up the battery. That's alright, isn't it? Right. On that note, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.